The Panama Canal stands as a testament to human ingenuity and ambition. This 50-mile waterway connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Since its opening in 1914, the canal has transformed global trade. It provides a vital shortcut, eliminating the need to navigate around Cape Horn. The Panama Canal shortened this distance considerably. It made interoceanic trade faster and more efficient. The idea of a canal across Panama had been around for centuries. The French, led by Ferdinand de Lesseps, initiated the project in 1881. The United States, under President Theodore Roosevelt, took over in 1904. They completed the canal a decade later. The impact of the Panama Canal on shipping times was immediate and profound. Ships carrying goods, raw materials, and passengers could now traverse between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans in a matter of hours. This drastically reduced voyage durations. For instance, a journey from New York to San Francisco, which previously took over 2 months around Cape Horn, was shortened to less than a month. The canal facilitated faster delivery times for goods. This was hugely beneficial for industries like agriculture, manufacturing, and energy. The Panama Canal also opened up new markets and trade routes. Countries in South America's Pacific coast, previously isolated by distance, gained better access to global markets. Asian nations could now ship goods to the east coast of the Americas more efficiently. This led to increased trade and economic growth for many nations. This ease of transportation fostered greater interconnectedness among nations. It contributed to the globalization of trade and cultural exchange. The canal became a symbol of human progress and the power of engineering to overcome geographical barriers. Despite the Panama Canal's transformative impact, its construction and operation were not without challenges. Building the canal was a massive financial undertaking. The United States invested hundreds of millions of dollars in the early 20th century, a colossal sum at the time. Operating and maintaining this complex system of locks, channels, and artificial lakes also incurs significant costs. The Panama Canal Authority, the entity responsible for the canal's management, generates revenue through tolls charged to ships using the waterway. These tolls are based on factors like ship size, cargo type, and the number of containers. Over the years, the canal has faced competition from alternative shipping routes. The Suez Canal, connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea, offers a shorter route between Asia and Europe. The development of larger cargo ships, known as post-Panamax vessels, posed a challenge. These ships were too large to fit through the original Panama Canal locks. In response, the Panama Canal Authority undertook a major expansion project, completed in 2016. This expansion included the construction of a new set of locks. These larger locks can accommodate the massive post-Panamax ships. This ensured the canal's continued relevance in the face of evolving shipping trends, the American century and the canal. The Panama Canal played a pivotal role in establishing the United States as a global power in the 20th century. Control over this vital waterway gave the U.S. significant strategic and economic advantages. It facilitated the movement of the U.S. Navy between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, projecting American power globally. The canal's location in Central America also gave the U.S. considerable influence in the region. It became a cornerstone of American foreign policy. This influence, however, was not without controversy. Many in Panama and the wider Latin American community viewed U.S. control of the canal as an infringement on Panamanian sovereignty. This tension led to decades of diplomatic negotiations and occasional unrest. In 1977, after years of talks, the United States and Panama signed the Torrijos-Carter treaties. These agreements set in motion the process of transferring control of the Panama Canal to Panama. The transfer was completed on December 31, 1999. This marked the end of U.S. control and ushered in a new era for the canal, a new world power and the waterway. The 21st century has witnessed the rise of China as a global economic powerhouse. China's growing influence has had a significant impact on the Panama Canal. China is now one of the canal's top users. Its ships, laden with goods manufactured in Asia, make frequent transits through the waterway. This increased traffic from China has been a boon for the Panama Canal Authority's revenue. It highlights the canal's importance in facilitating global trade. However, it has also raised concerns. Some observers worry about China's growing economic leverage over the canal. China has invested heavily in infrastructure projects around the world, including in Latin America. Some speculate that China might seek to increase its influence over the Panama Canal through such investments. While there's no concrete evidence of this, it remains a point of discussion in geopolitical circles. The situation underscores the strategic significance of the Panama Canal in a world where economic power is shifting. It also emphasizes the importance of international cooperation to ensure the canal's continued neutrality and accessibility. A canal at risk. Today, the Panama Canal faces a new and perhaps even more daunting challenge: climate change. The canal's operation depends heavily on fresh water. This fresh water is used to raise and lower ships in its locks. Panama has experienced increasingly erratic rainfall patterns in recent years due to climate change. This variability threatens the canal's water supply. Droughts have become more frequent, leading to concerns about whether there will be enough water to sustain the canal's operations in the future. The situation is further complicated by the fact that Panama City, a major metropolitan area, also relies on the same watershed for its drinking water. This competition for a dwindling resource poses a significant challenge for Panama's government and the Panama Canal Authority. They are exploring various measures to address the water scarcity issue. These include building new reservoirs to collect and store rainwater during the rainy season. Another option is to find ways to make the canal's operations more water efficient. One idea is to recycle water used in the locks. This is a complex engineering challenge, but one that is being actively explored. The future of the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal stands at a crossroads. Its future hinges on adapting to 21st century challenges. Climate change threatens the canal's water supply. Addressing this issue is paramount. Innovative water conservation is crucial. Geopolitical considerations shape the canal's destiny. Balancing global power's interests requires careful diplomacy. Accommodating larger ships will determine its competitiveness. Continued investment in infrastructure is vital. The Panama Canal has been a linchpin of global trade for over a century. Its story is one of human ingenuity and ambition. The canal's role as a bridge between oceans remains vital. Its future success depends on international cooperation and sustainable practices. Only through collaboration can the Panama Canal continue its legacy.